This show is about your life, how to make it better, how to make more from it, how to love deeper, how to share it with others. This journey is about connection to your dreams, with topics centering on love, money, sexuality, and the energy that unites it all. This show will change your life. For years, I've coached people in easy-to-learn skills, and I've seen incredible changes. I'm here to teach you those skills as a coach and hopefully a new friend. Hi, I'm Kyle. Come along with me as you move along your path of life success. Welcome to the Kyle Phoenix Show.
Credit, and most importantly, understanding it. So, you've started to earn some money. You've got money regularly coming in from a job, and you're looking at expanding your financial capacity. Generally, people do this through credit. In colleges, what often happens is people are offered credit cards early on, even before they may have necessarily demonstrated the complete earning capacity. Why? Because of your credit report, and most importantly, because of your FICO score. A FICO score is your financial measurement in the world. It's kind of like your grade, your financial grade for how well you manage money in the world. Everybody has a FICO score. It's attached to your Social Security number. There's nothing you can do to separate those two. It's another way of tracking you, and everybody either has a score from having generated some form of credit, or from what their credit has done within their credit report, or from what they haven't done with their credit yet. So, what you want to look at when you're establishing credit is, what do you need credit for? Everyone has to establish some form of credit. You can actually be denied different things because you don't have any established credit. Established credit would be something like a department store card, like the Gap or Macy's or Saks, or something like a Visa or mastercard, where you can actually show, I was entrusted with this amount of money, because when you have credit, you're essentially borrowing the usage of that money. So you're saying, I don't have maybe $5,000 right now, but because my credit is so good, I'm worthy of you potentially loaning me $5,000. It'd be a great error to use the entirety of the $5,000, and I'll explain that in a quick second. So, when you start out with your credit, you have a certain amount that is extended to you, that is lent to you as potential that you could charge, but you don't want to charge that entire amount. So, let's say a reasonable credit amount is started of $1,000 on a Visa card. You now have $1,000 that you can take your Visa card and go spend anywhere that accepts Visa. What happens when you actually spend that money? What actually happens is that it's recorded as a sale, and it's also recorded as usage on your credit report, and alters your FICO score positively or negatively. Because as soon as you spend $100, $200, $50, that money is then owed back. Remember, you're only borrowing against the $1,000 of credit that you have been extended. So, one of the first things that most people aren't told is that you lower your FICO score with a credit card if you spend more than 1/3 of the amount of credit that you're extended. So, if you're extended $1,000 in credit and you spend $500, your FICO score will actually go down. Why? Because as the three agencies, and they're going to come up in a quick shot right now, the three agencies that record your credit, they look at a certain ratio of how much time you've had credit, how much you actually have in money coming in, and how much that places extended credit to you, and therefore what you should and should not be spending, and what is potentially over how much you'll be able to immediately pay back. A third is about where they look at it. So if you have $1,000 worth of credit, you should look at that there might be $1,000 on that card, but only $300 of it would you consider spendable, that you're going to pay back in one lump sum or over time. Now remember, if you pay back over time, there's going to be a rate, an interest rate that is added onto how much you owe. So most interest rates generally vary between about 7 to 20-something%. So if you charge $100 that you buy a sweater, or you buy a jacket, or you buy some CDs or some books or something, you're going to be charged, if you do not pay that in full before the payment date, whatever your interest rate is on that $100. So if your interest rate is approximately, let's say, 18%, that bill would then go from $100 that you owe on your new Visa card to $118. And that's how the credit card company actually makes a profit. So the other way they make a profit is they offer you minimum payment. So they say, you know something, we love you. So we're only going to give you the expectation that you have to pay us that $10 of that $118 that you've charged, or that $100 you've charged, which is actually $118 if you allow it to go beyond one billing cycle. So you say, oh wow, this is really great. I've literally gotten this thing that maybe have a value of $100. I went out to a great dinner for $100, but I have to pay $10 for the next 10 months to actually pay that off. Here's what you want to look at. That each month that balance is left on there, you got it, that interest rate is added again. It's compounded interest. So if you had 18% the first time, that's $118. Then you paid $10 off of that $118 the first month. Your balance is now $108. And then 18% is added onto that $118. Let's get out the handy-dandy calculator. So we say $108 times 18% is $19.44 plus 108, and now your balance is $127.44. This is how the credit card companies make a profit. Because a month ago, it was almost $10 cheaper to actually pay that $10. What you really paid is only part of the interest. You haven't even touched part of the principal. The interest would be that 18% or the $18, and the principal would be that $100. Once you understand credit, you know how to control it, how to master it, and more importantly, how to use it.